Republic of Iran. Number 3, Sina Bohemi. Number 4, St. Thomas. Number 7, Mohammed Fazal. Number 8, Nabi Abdul. Number 10, Peter Mayhew. Number 13, Ente Muhammad Jamshidi. Number 14, Al-Salam Qasemi. Number 15, Captain Hamed Haddadi. Number 17, Nabil Zaiba. Number 22, Amir Hosseini Azadi. Number 23, Sajjad Bazilote. And number 30, Jalal Ahmedi. Head coach, Saida Amabani. And assistant coaches, Mohammad Kasaibu and Mehran Atesh. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of teams. We start with the national anthem of Japan. وصل عزيز جاءت عليه احترام بسرود ملي كشافات وفن بفرنسا. Please remain standing for national anthem, Islamic Republic of Iran. Referees of this match, Rabban Milton from Lebanon, Issa Nasiabi from Oman, and Nahong Jabata from Thailand.
Hello everyone and welcome to the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 qualifiers. Sorry for a few technical difficulties. We're back up and running. My name is Xenia Stewart, Great Britain International, and we are ready for game time. It is Iran versus Japan. Well, a little fake out by the referee. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the FIBA Basketball Asia Cup here, qualifiers in Iran. They have the ball first. White, he fakes out, and no doubt that big fella Hassan Zari down low gets fouled. He is one of the key players today, 37 years old, block machine really, 2 meters 18. It's going to be a handful for the Japanese to defend him, as he already imposes himself in the game early and makes his way to the line. Okay, misses both. And the Japanese have already qualified for the World Cup as a host country. So a little bit different tournament for them as the shot goes up and big rebound. Whereas Iran was, they won in their group. They came second in Group D. Down low, trying to find the first basket. Lovely little layup by Kazemi, where Japan has lined up for a 3. Are really just trying to find their rotations and, you know, what works for them as they get ready. And a nice little putback. Kazemi back-to-back puts Iran on the board, and a quick foul. And then Iran was second in Group D. Finishing under Kazakhstan, winning 4 games and losing 2 in the first group stage. This is the second group stage, window 4 out of 6. It's a long, long road to get to Japan, Philippines, and Indonesia in August and September. Nice drive, and could have been a foul, and it is a foul. Yoshi goes down the middle of the paint. Referees for today, as you'll see that nice highlight, and could have been a dangerous foul. Nujam, Asarabi, and Joe Tope are the referees for today. Yoshi takes Japan off of a donut and brings them to 1 point. Little full court press here by Japan, putting the pressure on Iran to have to get it over the line, and a trap, but they do. And good defense by Japan. As Kazemi goes again, as he's the hot hand, scoring all of 4 points, all of Iran's 4 points. And Jem Shidi here trying to get the ball is the second leading scorer, averaging 22 points as he puts that pass in. And the big man just gets a nice soft roll. Haddadi, beautiful little touch there. It's not a lot you can do if you're Japanese. Japan now looking for something good. Pulls up, hits the 3, no. Good rebound. Nobody's really going in for the rebound for Japan, so they're just getting back in transition. Now handoff Jemshidi gets rid of it. Nice little three in the corner. Hot hand. Fantastic little free. Sets his feet and hits it. Yokoche. Beautiful shot. And Japan under the pump here. Haven't scored unless it's the free throws. But here we go. We get a nice drive and a good looking three. And nothing but net. And that was 18. Baba. Kazemi now. Go back in to the big fella, rolls off, and they manage to get the ball out. Get another three set in the corner. Could have been a foul, and it's not. Yokoche, beautiful basketball now by Aram, really doing a very, very good job. And Japanese answer right back with a three. Inoyo. Inoyu, excuse me. Iran here, they're playing at home, so they've got the home crowd. Nice footwork, and just misses, and Japan just get their hands on it, but don't come up with the ball. Let's have a look. Kickball maybe? No. A bit of come off everyone, but either way, it's Japanese's ball now. Japan sets the ball, looks up for another three, and boy, oh boy, the Japanese are 3 from 3, and they are heating up and staying in the game. Beautiful shot by Hijima. And now Iran says, hey, whatever you can do, I can do better. This is a 3-point contest, it's looking like. And Japan, they set up another one. Wow. Okay. We came to have a 3-point shootout competition. I'm ready. Japan back in the game, 14-15 now. And just get their hands on it. And then nice little pass, but Japan just gets their hands on it. A nice little pass in the paint there. Yokochi finishes in the middle. And Baba goes to the rim. Nice reverse, gets the soft touch on the big man. Beautiful basketball. That's exactly what Japan needs to do. Push and really put pressure on the big guys inside. And nothing you can do inside there. And beautiful touch. Haddadi is just absolutely showing his skill. But Japan don't really care because they have got the 3-point shot. You shoot 2, we'll shoot 3. Baba is absolutely lighting it up. But what do you do when you've got 37-year-old IQ? Sadly, just goes down here. An offensive foul, it just slips. Haddadi just takes his time. He's 2 meters 18, so that's a long fall for him. We'll just wait for him to get up. That's Coach Saeed Amaragani there. And that's not a good sight to see for Iran, but let's hope that he can be seen to. And Parufta now will sub in. Okay, back to in the action, Japan. They're going to keep looking for their 3, but turnover here. Nice little spin move. And a turnover, right back. Japan pushes it. Little dump-off pass. And decide to reject it, but this 3 has been good to them. They finally miss. And Iran probably held their breath on that one because they have been hot from the 3-point line. Japan. Unlucky. Nice little pocket pass. But Kazemi just couldn't hold on to that. So some subs coming in. Good solid 6 minutes. And subs are in. Ball movement. Good defense by Iran here. 9 seconds on the clock. Japan have to get something up. Step back 3 is what they get. And they fight for the rebound. Yoshi. Second efforts. And some more substitutions. 33 for Japan. Kawamara, right here in your screen, comes in. Nice little pass. We love to see that. And no foul. Here Iran now get the ball on the floor. Moved it very nicely. And he lines up the 3. Big rebound. Resets the play now. 7 on the clock. Got to get something looking good. Yokochi says, I'll take the 3, and why not? Right on the time buzzer. And lines it up, and he hits it. 22-19 here in the first quarter of the World Cup qualifiers. And what has been good to Japan, 3-point rims in and out, but gets the rebound. Second efforts, Japan are doing very, very well in. Probes, uses the glass. And here come Iran. Just missed time pass and another turnover, and one-on-one. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Under the rim, fantastic finish there by number 18, Baba. And a 3 will go up and be hit. Parufta, beautiful. It's a 3-point raining competition in here tonight, so hope we're ready. And it's probably going to be the team who cools off, finds himself down. But both teams pretty red hot from the 3-point line. Yoshi tries his luck. Iran is 5 from 6 from the 3-point line, and Japan is 5 from 12. And a foul under the rim. And Nagai Yoshi puts his hand up and says, Mr. Referee, it was me. I'm sorry. But 1 foul on him. And a really good sight to see Hadani D back in the game. Big fella, number 15. A lot really runs through him. The post play, they really execute. They look for him every time. Here he is with the ball, and he just takes his time. He's big enough where he can just hold the ball up in the air. Nice little step back, but misses. Japan with a good rebound. Don't have numbers. And drive, 3-point, good movement. And beautiful shot. Inoyo absolutely drains that one. So we have got a 1-point game. Here, and a foul. called. Pretty exciting stuff, actually. Obviously, the three-point line being very, very good to both teams as we see this foul as he just gets his leg caught up under. And like I said, this is the second round of the qualifiers. Nice little pass, but turnover. There's 2 more windows after this. One in, as the shot goes deep. Whoa! It doesn't matter where they are from. Soda says, I'm good and I look good at doing it. The three-point line is absolutely fantastic for Japan. Puts them up now, up 2 for the first time. They get underneath, post play, takes his time and literally jump ball. And he's very upset, the big fella, Haddadi. And that's a good job by Japan here. Look, they get it inside and they bring the double, and I think they even bring the triple at one point. Look, 4, 5, all 5 players around him, and he's very animated. But Japan do their job and get the turnover. Japan now. Good. Good hustle. Doesn't get the turnover, but sacrificing his body, Yokochi. Ten seconds on the clock. Let's see what look they get at the basket, and guess what it is? It's a 3, and miss that one. And now the shot clock is off, and we'll have the last 7 seconds here. Let's see, Iran look for, and they look for a 3, and maybe a bit too early. But there we are, first quarter in the books. Iran 27, Japan, 25, Japan 27. And there we have it. End of the first quarter, Iran 25 and Japan 27. And pretty much all of those 27 points have been from the three-point line. There we see it, 47%, 7 from 15 Japan shooting from the three-point line. And Iran not far. They're 5 from 8, shooting 62%. Both teams are on fire from the three-point line. I wasn't expecting this, but it's very, very interesting. And but the difference is Iran have Haddadi down low, as we get to see the first quarter highlights here. They established him very, very early, as you saw. A nice little soft touch, but really it was about the Japan three-point shot, nothing but net, and just being extra, you know, I wouldn't say physical, but being very smart. Obviously, there's a size difference between Iran. There's much, much bigger players, but they're just being quicker. They're sending double teams. They're being, you know, active with their hands. So Japan have done a very good job to, I guess, deal with the height difference. But yeah, they are definitely shooting very, very well. 62% from the three-point line is pretty much the story for the Japanese, but it is definitely a game. Like I said, Japan have already got their spot in the World Cup there. Go ahead and download the app, the Courtside 1891, where you can keep up with all the highlights, the games, all your favorite players and your team. So we're in the second quarter. Iran in white with the ball, 25. Japan in red. And beautiful dunk down the middle on your head. Fantastic patience from Iran. Beautiful basketball to start the second quarter. That's exactly how you want to come out in after a timeout. Japan now. Can they answer? They like what they see, and it's a 3. Big rebound from Haddadi. A nice finish. Kazami. Really good basketball from Iran right now, just using inside out, but nice pocket pass and just blows the layup. You're not going to get anything easier than that. Felt like he shot it with the right hand on the left-hand side. Now Iran. And look who's there to clean up the mess. Haddadi is just outworking everyone. Obviously, he's 2 meters 18. That is a big, big guy down there. So boxing out is not enough, in my opinion. I think you have to really start early and get him out of the paint, because look, he's just so smart. Like I said, 37 years old, has been in the game for a very, very long time, has had his stints in the NBA also. So he's very talented and uses his body very well. So he goes to the line for 2. And he's got a nice little free throw on him. I love when I can see a post player also shoot the ball. Japan now. Moving the ball around the rim. And shot goes up for 3. That was Togashi. And guess what? They go back inside, down low, and can't finish that. Kazemi just gets fouled. But great, look at him. He works very early for that position and gets slapped in the face for it. But good job, and a timeout here. And we'll be able to hopefully listen in to the timeout. Seven from 17 and 5 from 8 from the three-point line. So 17 shots have come from the three-point line from Japan. And my Japanese isn't very good, so I wasn't able to tell you what was said in the timeout. Togashi, Baba on the floor. Hijima also. And Yoshi and Togashi. And, excuse me, and Inoue all on the floor for Japan. Kazemi now from the free throw line. Misses the first. And misses the second. Japan taking their time. Baba plays around, nice spin move, finishes in the air, but just can't finish. Didn't have enough in the legs. Kazemi moves on the ball to Jemshidid. He is pretty quiet today, but three-point goes up and nothing but net. Beautiful shot by number 22. Fantastic finish. That's Yazalu. And another 3. Just rims in and out, but guess who gets the rebound? The big fella, Hadidi. And Iran decide to just take it easy, go back inside, maybe go against the mismatch, but they bring the triple, and that's a foul. Bit of a silly foul, but the referee is all over it, and coach says, hey, he kicked his foot out. But referees are really told to look after the shooter. They have to have clear landing space. Misses the first, Shokoche. Makes the second. He's got 3. So everyone else comes in to rebound. And misses the third. Japan now, and turns over the ball. Here comes Iran pushing it, and they have a wide open 3, rims in and out, but big rebound and good block by Japan. Managed to able to deal with that big transition push. Good defense there by Japan. Togashai now moves on the ball, good fake, manages to keep it, pushes in the corner, and nice little runner, but the big man just gets his hand to it. It's great hustle there by Japan. I must admit they are doing a really good job trying to get second and third possessions. Baba will take a rest, and I think they just want to see whose hand was on it last, but it's Japanese ball now. Tokashai moves it on, hits, looks for a 3, but misses badly. Go back inside, really looking for this mismatch in and out, and they line up a 3 now. Nice little pocket pass, decides to turn it down, got deep in the paint. Hijima, nice fake, gets it to the corner, and a 3. And stolen back by Japan. Good hesitation, 3 in the corner. And both teams seem to have dried up a little from the 3-point line, unless, nope, both teams missing all their 3. Tokashai missed that last one. 36-27, 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Crossover here. Jamshidi, I'm just feeling like he hasn't really imposed himself. There we are, get that jump shot up. He misses it, but he hasn't taken very many shots. He is the second leading scorer, averaging 22 points in his group. So he just maybe needs to get some easy baskets. Nice little dump pass. And all ball, but Japan comes up with it. They've got 7 seconds now, and they'll line a 3 up. And that's the 4th consecutive 3-point line. So they get hot and very, very cold from outside the arc. Go inside. Haddadi now takes his time, probes, nice little finish, and gets the foul down low. Very difficult to guard and asks only one defender to manage him, and he says he pulls the jersey that's a universal sign for coach, get me out of here, I'm tired, as he's on his knees, catching his breath, so he can take his time with these free throws. You got a whole 10 seconds to use. And he makes the first. And makes the second. And number 7, Hassanzadeh, coming into the game, back into the game. He's one of their key players. Takashai now moves on the ball, gets it back. They really open up the paint, Japan. So different from Iran. They don't really have a post player down low. They pretty much do 5 players out of the key. Yokoche now passes it on. Jimshidi lines up his jump shot. And he'll look for another shot, but turns it down. He's got 7 on the clock, so he needs to get something up. Fakes it through the legs. Lines one up and misses it, but good job from Iran now getting, that's a 3rd extra possession. And now they kind of spread the floor, go back inside. Kazemi passes it out. They've got 4 seconds. They've got to get shot up. They do. Short and a big rebound. And a nice finish. Kazemi, beautiful work. That was a long, long defense possession for Japan. And sadly, they're not on that side. Well done, Iran, for sticking with it. And they want a timeout. So here we go. We'll see a nice little highlight. Look at this. Misses, gets a rebound. And nice little finish under the rim. So we'll listen in to the timeout.
この間のアジアカップ切らしてここから20になるのか、ここ前半のうちに1桁に持っていける、ここで我慢できるかな。リバウンドのところは頑張ってる。でもそのこぼれるところが反応できるようにして頑張って。いいよ、ここ1個。
Like I said, my Japanese isn't very good, but what is different is Coach Sasa. It was Hovas who was the women's head coach in Japan and won them a silver in the Olympic Games, and he was in the last window as the coach, and now it's a different coach. So very interesting. I guess they're trying to figure out what works for them, but he's had a timeout and got his team on the same page. And maybe in that timeout, like I said, my Japanese isn't great, but I'll tell you what, they're getting outworked on the glass. Iran are doing a fantastic job, just putting extra pressure on the Japanese. And there we see a tip ball, so Japan will get the ball back. And Nagaya Yoshi will take it out of bounds. No, he won't. It's Suda who's out of bounds there. Takashai passes it back, goes in. Probe taking their time, but there's 2 seconds. They need to get shot off. They do. And run it down and get the rebound. Yokoche in here now. Sets up Iran, makes them get into a play. An offensive foul. I guess he was just moving as he tried to post up, is the only thing I could maybe have seen. I think that was on Hassanzadeh. unfortunately, but they turn over the ball, and here comes Japan. Baba now with 3, nothing but net. Beautiful little shot, sets up his feet. And this is the thing with Japan, they get red hot, red cold, and red back hot again. So here they go. So Iran need to be careful, maybe run them off the 3-point line, because like I said, they get so good from there. Iran now, nice little layup by Yokochi, but Japan, nice defense, 2-on-2, and decides to pull it out and reset his offense. Go inside now, they're taking their time, and sets up a 3, nice high arcing, and a foul made. 17. Suda puts his hand up and says, yep, that's me. That's a dangerous foul. There was contact. And Mashai gets 3 shots at the basket, but misses the first. Free throws are so important in a game, in my opinion. You know, the clock has stopped. You're able to score, tick over the scoreboard. So really, free throws are a big help and difference in a game. If you can get high percentage in those games, you usually win. Okay, 2 out of 3, not bad. Percentage puts up Iran now 44-30. Last minute and a half here. Takashai now brings the ball up, sets the play. Baba waits. Back to Togashi. Hi, sorry. 7 on the clock. They're trying to look for the best shot, and they get it. Beautiful layup and finish. Lovely basketball there. Hijima. And they just took their sweet time and was rewarded. Around now, looking for, playing with him through his legs, gets the separation in space, and a rebound, and they're on their way. Japan, here they go, they have numbers, and they just turn over the ball. Good defense by Iran. As Mashari says, settle down. Jamshidi is under a little bit of pressure, but pops it up and gets fouled underneath. Kazimi. Nice little pop pass in the air, and just takes his time, and a foul. Good foul, really. You want to make it a tough one, so he has to earn those 2 points at the line. Yusuf Van, number 10 now, subs in for Iran. Iran is 42% from the free throw line, so they're 6 from 15. It's a fair few points they've left out there. Last possession, and good defense by Japan, and they decide not to shoot the ball. Don't want to mess up your percentage. Good decision. Oh, it's halftime. First half of the action is in the books. It is Iran 44, Japan 32. And there's the first half of the percentages. The three-point shot really and has dropped off 31% now for Japan. They were up in the high 50s, and the rebounding game is definitely going to around 30 to 16. And then Yokachi is 14, and Baba is 13 points, leading all scorers. So they're going to go into halftime. They're going to get themselves a cup of tea and a snack and a team talk and get ready for the second half as we get to watch the best plays of the first half. Well, the three-point line started off red hot for Japan. It really kept them in the game, and at one point was leading, but then started to cool off from the three-point line. Like I said, they are shooting... They are shooting 30% now, 8 from 26. And then they've only shot 9 shots from the two-pointers. So definitely three-point land is where they like to live. Baba here down, and a nice finish. Iran have done a very good job, in my opinion. They've really established their big fella and their post presence down low. And then obviously once that is established and you're bringing double, triple, and sometimes quadruple, Japanese defense are bringing lots of players, as you see there. Look, it just opens up, look, right down the middle, and banged it on his head. And that's what I think Iran is doing very, very well. They're establishing their post presence. And then once you establish that, then you get these three-point shots, because the outside shots to start to open up. And then they're doing a great job on the rebounding. So both teams, pretty exciting first quarter, and then that second half, like I said, Japan started to cool off from the three-point line. But if I'm Iran, I think maybe try run them off the three-point line and change it up. But they've cooled off, and it's very, very difficult to shoot a high percentage. They're shooting 26 shots, and so that's a lot of three-point shots, but they're getting good drives down here, look, to the paint, and maybe that's what they need a little bit more of from Hijima there. Well, the crowd will get to listen to some music, and we see a fan pop her head into the screen. Thank you for that. Go ahead, take a break, and be right back with the second half action with Japan down 32 to Iran 44.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation? Representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands. It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Out in transition, swatted away and saved. Wonderful play. Oh, Dellavedova floats it up, and Thonmaker throws it down. Australia flying high, literally and figuratively.
Chao Chi Wei, no look pass, far side, Sun Ming Hui for three, misses Zhou Qi, offensive rebound, and the stick back with authority.
Well, here we go now, transition.
Oh my goodness gracious! And he flexes the guns. Well, I just saw Caddy fly in the sky.
Blanchard will drive the baseline. Oh, just a little too congested, but Blanchard works hard to get it back. Dellavedova, no good with the three. Oh, that is a monster putback by Jackson White. Jalen Wang's going to draw the foul, gets absolutely hammered. Scores the bucket, will head to the free throw line. It is truly a war out there at the moment in the paint.
See what they've drawn up here for the final seconds. What else would you draw up? Give the ball to Arakji, let it fly, he hits the three on the buzzer.
Oh, rejected by Maker. They're going to go at him again, and again, back-to-back blocks by Thon Maker, not in his house.
تنین دلنشین موجهای مست ارغوندت، سکوت سر به مهر آتش قلب دماوندت، که تا هستم تویی پایانم و آغازم ای ایران، تو را 100 بار اگر ایران شوی میسازم ای ایران.
به عشق پرچم سرنگمون جون میدی، به دنیا معنی غرور و غیرت و نشون میدی، ما از نسل اسطوره های دلیل
Well, welcome back to halftime. The teams have come out and started to do their warm-ups. It's Iran versus Japan. As you can hear, some traditional Iranian music in the background. We also got to see top scorer highlights by number 18 from Japan, Baba, 13 points. Really doing it all for me, shooting pretty well from the three-point line, and then also driving down the middle in the guts and putting some pressure on the Iranian defense. And then two really big, we only saw one, but I think two key players. The one that you saw was number 8, Yokochi, has 14-point shooting, 3 from 5 on the three-point line, and hasn't missed from the two-point line, so shooting a very, very good clip. And then for me, the other key player is the big man inside, Hadidi, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. So he is doing very, very well, and I think is really the key for this team. They find him very deep under the paint. The Japanese are having to bring 3, sometimes 4. We've seen defensive players to come and slow him down, potentially foul him. He has made it to the line, and I think Iran have done such a great job establishing their big, you know, very poised, nobody rushes him. There we see the top scorer. Nobody rushes him, and he takes his time, and I just think he's such a good passer. He has 3 assists to his team, and I think that's a key for why the Iranians are up 44-32. And Kazemi also has 10 rebounds. That's a great number, so he should be on his way for a double-double. He's sitting on 10 points. He already has it. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Fantastic first half for him. I think he's done very well imposing himself. Also got hot from the three-point line. It'll be very interesting to see what Iran has spoken about in the locker room to say, hey, what are we going to do about them? They can heat up. And the thing is about the three-point line, you know, you hit 2-3 of them, and that's 3, 6, 9 quick points on the board, and Japan's back in the game. So you have to be very, very careful of the three-point line. As you see Baba there, who is the hot hand. No Luke Evans for this Japanese team, but Nishida is number 19. He's played all 6 games. Other than it was Luke Evans, those two had played every game in every window, but Luke Evans is not here. Like I said, there is 2 more windows after this. One in November of this year, 22, and then the last window is in February 2023, and then that will have the 7 teams that will qualify from the Asia group. Philippines and Japan have already secured their spot as they are hosting, and then Indonesia can grab their spot only if they make it to the quarter-finals. So there you can go ahead and scan the QR code for the World Cup qualifiers. Download the app to get the highlights. There is some big names across all windows, from the Europeans, the Americans, the Asians, the Afros teams. There is fantastic players, fantastic basketball being played. So go ahead and download your app. So everyone, welcome back to second half action here in the World Cup qualifiers. Japan in the red with the ball versus Iran in the white. And Baba says, why not? I was hot from the first half. I'm going to line up in the second half, right where he left off. Good first shot from him. Iran now. Kochi finds the big man. I told you they establish him every single time. They bring the double Japan, and he gets the pass out, moves the ball. Good hands, fantastic defense from the Japanese. There's 4 seconds on the clock. Ryan needs to get the ball in and something, a good look. Why not? The big man can shoot the 3 too. That's the only time the post players are really allowed to shoot threes, is when the shot clock is running down. Japan now. Tagashai moves the ball. Good defense from Iran. They've got less than 8 seconds now. Japan, they go inside. Nice finish and met at the rim. And Yoshi is the scorer of that basket. You see most of the, whoa, tries to headbutt him, but most of their defense goes all, offense, excuse me, as the 3 is put up and hit by Mashari. And a steal there, we didn't even see it. The cameraman wasn't even ready for that action. Good quick swing of 5 points for, all right. Higashima moves on. Yoshi rides one back up. Good rebound. Jamshidi. Nice shot goes up and in the middle and he hits it. And the red hot man stays very, very hot. Number 8, Yokochi, fantastic from him. Started off hot and in the second half here has hit both of his shots back to back. Japan, do they have an answer? Their leading scorer has the ball. Baba here, plays, gets in the middle, bumps off and it slips out. And here come the men in white. Iran on the break, but decide to pull up and go back inside. They do a great job establishing their post player. And could have been a hit to the head there and a foul, but no call. Steals 6 to Iran and 5 to Japan. As coach Saeed looks on there. Japan at the top of the key. Nice spin, finish on the big fella, and he wants a foul and he doesn't get it. Hijima, beautiful finish around the rim and just uses the rim to protect himself, especially when you've got a tall post player who likes to block shots. Iran now tries their luck at the 3, rims in and out. Rebound by Japan and they're on the run. Nice fake and big rebound, but misses the timing. Handoff to Koche goes back inside. Good ball movement. Clock is running low. We're on 5 seconds. They've got to get a shot up. Jamshidi misses. And another defensive, well, could have been a travel. Nice move and a fair few travels in my opinion, but not called. And a good push by Japan just to put pressure on the Iranians there as they get tired quickly. 1, 2, no, he took a dribble actually and got hit in the face. So I am wrong. This is why I'm a commentator and not a referee. Misses the first. That's why these free throws are so important, really. With this, could have brought it back within 11. Let's see. I think he's trying to bank it off the glass. Either way, it doesn't work. Free throws, shooting 67%. They've only shot 3 Japanese, and 40% for Iran, 16 for 15. Done very well getting to the line, and 3-point shot goes up, and good job sending bodies to rebound. And Japan are back on the run. Nice spin move. Kicks it out. Baba here. He's the top scorer, but he decides he doesn't like the look of it. Screen to Gashai. Lines one up and hits it. Here come the Japanese. I told you, you've got to be careful about that three-point shot because it can get them right back into the game. It is a 10-point game. Dadi there just holds the ball, takes his time, gets in the way. And sadly a trip for Inoue as he puts his hand up. I must admit the Japanese are very honest, aren't they? They're very, he put his hand up right away, said, yep, Mr. Referee, that was me. And here comes sub. And bench points there, 6 points for Iran and only 3 for Japan. Around with the ball, they go inside. They can take their time and they call an offensive foul with the hook. Well, the referees are a team as well and they work very, very hard. So, Japanese ball. Baba moves on to Gashai. Gets the screen and gets a nice dump-off pass. And a lovely finish by Nagayoshi, and he flexes his muscle. And like I said, the Japanese, you have to be careful. A couple threes and a two-pointer right there, and they're right back in the game. And there's some great energy and enthusiastic coach and forces Iran to call a timeout. Let's listen in.
برین برای ریمران خطای کناری رو تشکیل بدیم. برین این وسط رو چیز بکنین، پر بکنین. اگر نشد اون وقت بازی دیگر انجام بدیم. یا خودت بیشتر دقت بکنین توی کار حملمون، توی دفاع. ببین اگر یار حامد داره میاد بالا پیک بده، حسن بهش نزدیکه، سویش بکنین. خب سویش بکنین قبل از اینکه پیک رول انجام بشه. سه پایین انجام بدیم. 3 پایین. سجاد عوض کن با. 3 پایین.
Well, the Japanese have pulled it back within 8. Very good job by them. Iran just needs to be careful here. As the Japanese are just chipping away at that scoreboard. There's plenty of time. We're only in the third quarter, 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. Let's see what they drew up in their timeout. Ball goes inside. Jemshadi. And they double him. They don't get the ball, but there's only a few seconds. 4. Shedadi says, I need to shoot it. Good idea because it hits the rim, but the Japanese get a great defensive stop. And they rattle up a 3 and it rims in and out, but they get the rebound. And another one. And Iran managed to hold on that possession and they go inside. Lovely finish and foul. And they'll get a trip to the line. And nice shot by Hassanzadeh. Hassan Senzadi has hit the first. Misses the second. Baba now with the ball, hands off to Togashai. Crosses over. Back out to Baba. Nice fake. Nice little dish off. And good use of protection of the rim. Nagayoshi, beautiful basketball by Japan. Taking their time, getting exactly what they want, and just keep chipping away at this scoreboard. But they go back inside to their big man. And that might be an offensive foul, and it is. And coach is very, very excited. Where before, let's have a look. Yeah, where, I don't know, it's quite lovely acting. But then again, when you're going against a big guy like that, who's 2 meters 18, and they've done exactly their job for the Japanese, they've got him in foul trouble, and he's gonna have to sit down. And that's, if I'm Japan, you know, licking my chops, thank goodness. The big guy under the rim is out. So Japan now, let's see if they can chip away more at this scoreboard. Togashai passes it on. Baba looks for the rim and gets a foul. Really the hot hand. He was the high scorer in the first half. Just aggressive and just gets the ball up and forces the referee to call that foul. Makes the first. Misses, keeps it at a 6-point game now. Japanese have left a lot of points on the free throw line. And Iran looking, moving the ball. Japan still right there with them. Good push. They've got to get the ball up. They do, and they make it. Hits the three. Big, big hit by number 23, Parufta. Beautiful shot, my guy. Fantastic. Under pressure. Takes his time, sets his feet. Actually, that's a 2-pointer. His foot was tiptoeing on that line, so I wonder if they got that. Japan is shooting 50%, and he's on the line, and that's a turnover. They're shooting 50% from the free throw line, 3 from 6. And a turnover for them. They're sitting at 6 turnovers, and Iran is 11 turnovers. Either way, downhill now. Gets on the rim and one! Yokoji, he is just as hot as he was in the first half. Fantastic drive here, downhill, and is able to finish. Look at this. Takes the contact, takes the hit, and finishes at the rim. Beautiful finish with the right hand on the left-hand side. Old-fashioned and one. Three goes up and high, but they get the rebound. To Gashai with the rebound. Good little job by him, just darting in there in the last minute. And Baba passes off, and 3 goes up with the time running down, and he's just hurt himself there. Nagayoshi might have just banged his hand. I could see a little bit of a grimace on his face. Let's have a look. Oh, it did hit the rim, so that was a smart idea. The Japanese all over the place right now, just getting hands and touches to the ball, just disrupting the Iranian offense. They've got 17 seconds on the clock. They've got plenty of time to get exactly what they want. He's the hot can, Yokochi. Plays, gets the crossover down the middle, gets a runner, rims in and out, big rebound and finish. Kazemi, beautiful finish underneath, fantastic there with 12 points and 12 big rebounds. We love to see it. Got his double-double. Timeout, Japan. I think that's a good timeout by Japan. Just stop the bleeding a bit. Don't let the score get too far away from you. Just recompose, have a little chat about what is going wrong. And I just think, yeah, again, it's just the extra rebounds. They're doing a good job hunting it down, but they're not boxing out. And that's what really is, Iran is doing a very good job as we get to see the crowd fully packed house. So lovely to see when the fans are back in their building supporting their home nation. Final minute here, Japan with the ball. Let's see what they drew up in their timeout. Cross the players into the running screen. And they get 3 in the corner. Big rebound. And get another look at the 3. And another rebound. Japan's doing a lovely job. Baba behind the back. And good defense. And fouls, maybe out of frustration. That was a really good job, and unfortunate that Japan, look at that lovely behind the back pass. That's not a foul. Fantastic hands. Good job by Iran not to foul, and they're going to go have a look. Maybe if that play was intentional, that means a foul that is not directed at the ball. You have to hit the ball, or if you hit any other part of somebody's body, it's an intentional foul. So we'll maybe get to look at or listen in. We get the pleasure of slowing it down and watching the highlights where the referees have to play it instantly, you know. So this is the luxury of being able to go back and rewind. We don't get the luxury to see it, but we'll get to hear their call once they've had a discussion. Referees do a fantastic job as a unit. There's 3, actually 4 of them. There is another referee that's on. Yep, he's going to say intentional shot, foul, 2 shots, and they will also get the ball back. Like I said, there is 3 referees on the floor, and then they have a 4th, which is standby if anything happens to any one of the referees. They've got one on the sidelines ready to play, but they've called it very correctly. And they hit the first. And hits the second, and they will get the ball back on their side of the court. Iran get an extra possession to extend their lead. hot hand for Iran. Yokachi puts it up and hits it with the buzzer running down. Fantastic three. He is feeling himself. Fantastic 25 big points, shooting 75% from the 2-point line. He is unstoppable. Can Japan answer now? 4 seconds. One shot, they've got to get it up. And that is the end of the third quarter. Beautiful basketball by Iran. They've played fantastic team defense and team offense. There, end of the third quarter, Iran 65, Japan 47. And just started to cool off from the 3-point line, which was helping them. 29%, 10 from 35. And then the free throws also haven't really helped them. But Iran's got there 20 times, but have only hit 10. So imagine if you add 10 more points to their scoreboard, they would be up over 20 points. So maybe that's something when you look back on and critique yourself. That's something that you can work on. So best plays of the third quarter. You know what? Japan did a fantastic job just chipping away at the score. Baba there hit his three. He came out in the third quarter red hot. And they just did a good job. I feel like they managed to just chip away. I think they got all the way down to 6 points at one point. But Iran, for me, is just outworking them. They're managing to shoot from the three very well. They're establishing their post play down low, and they're just working together. Maybe a bit of a home court, you know, I guess feels. There's a crowd behind you, the adrenaline, the excitement. Yeah, home court advantage. That's what's so fun about playing at home. Your friends and family get to come and watch you, and it's just a different energy in the arena and about your game. So both teams will play each other home and away. 2 games in each window. Like I said, over the next 3 windows. The next one's in February, November of 2022 and February 2023. Go ahead and scan your QR code courtside 1891 for your schedule of the upcoming games the next couple of days. There's been some fantastic games, and you can get all the stats and the highlights. Well, welcome back to the fourth and final quarter. Iran up 65 to Japan in red 47. The last quarter of action, and Japan has done a very good job chipping away at the score. Can they bring it back, or will Iran run away with the game? There's only 3-2. They've got to get a shot up, and they do. And Japan gets the rebound. So Gashai now, and a foul. Smart foul, really. You do that to stop the advantage. And now they are going to have a look at the same reason from before, if it was a play at the ball, and if it wasn't, it will be, well, not from that angle. It was going so fast. Kawamura. Let's see. Nope. Yes, it is. So Japan will get shots at the basket, 2 shots and the ball back. So this could be a swing of potentially 5 points and get them back in the game. Makes the first. Oh, good to see some Japanese fans have made the trip. They look fantastic and all sync in their matching outfits. Japan will also get the ball back. Japan. Let's see what they get. They get a nice dish and pass. Beautiful basketball. Yoshi under 4-point play from those 2 free throws and that possession there. Japan aren't going away. Remember, Japan have already qualified as they are one of the host countries, but I spoke about what is their identity going to be as they line up a 3. Run. Beautiful answers. A wide open 3. Parufta. And potentially an and 1. Quick swing of plays, a 3-point shot, and then Japan get the ball in and out very, very quickly and back down on the other end. So you can't celebrate. Yeah, that's a foul. Swipe down, as he says, no, yes, that's a foul. You can't celebrate for too long. You know, if you stand and start clapping and hooraying, and you don't get back down on defense, Japan is full throttle and on the rim. So Iran maybe needs to get back in defense a little bit better. Either way, Iran now with the ball. Jamshidi. Yokochi says, why not? Nice big rebound. Holy cow. Grabbed that out of the air. Beautiful rebound. I'd love to see that again. Wow. 3 seconds. They've got to get a shot up. Shot goes up with a buzzer and a rebound. Fantastic work here. Japan's having to play a lot of time on defense if they don't get the rebound. Jamshidi, and a foul on the floor. Japanese don't seem to be happy with it, and I've missed the referee's signal, so Baba back in to the game. He's been the hot hand and the leading scorer for the Japanese, so no doubt he's back in the game very, very quickly. He's got 17 points with the back step. If the crowd would have gone crazy, but Iran's doing a fantastic job getting extra possessions. Parufta is feeling very hot and gets it in, and Japan does a beautiful job from the defensive end. And look, I told you about as soon as they get the offensive rebound, they're on the rim, so you have to retreat back very, very quickly. Good job by Kawamura. He is definitely very quick with the ball. And quickness is a beautiful factor. People always say you have to be tall to play basketball. That isn't so, and he is a true show of that. If you're going to be short, you need to be very, very quick. And that he is, and he makes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And bumping foul. You. And a sub will come in for him. This is the Japanese fans that we saw earlier. They came in matching outfits. Now, hot hand has been a turnover. And here come the Japanese speed, and just unfortunate, can't hold on to that ball. But wow, they're out of the gates like it's a track meet. And just unfortunate to hold on to that. Higima. Good job by Kazimi as he comes out, and some subs come in. Yokochi now. Whoa, breaks ankles. Does he pull up? No, he doesn't. Big fella's back in. He likes to take his sweet time. Nice little spin move. Gets it up on the rim, but Japan do a very good job getting their hands involved, and here they come in transition. Baba for the dunk on quick transition. I told you about it. They're in a track meet, not a basketball game right now. Look at this. Lovely pass. Beautiful flush and finish with him and no one else but the rim. And Japan aren't going away. I told you they will just keep chipping away, but this is where Iran are very, very good. The triple team come and they get the ball out, and a three-point shot in the corner and a big rebound. And he just falls on big fella's knees, and they'll call that a foul. It's the only way you're going to stop the play is just fall over and hope for the best. He is definitely a handful. Look at this rebound. Just puts his hands up. Remember, he's 2'18", so that is very, very tall. And they just take their time, get him low underneath him. Maybe a travel. Yep. Space walk in there. That's an easy. Don't get upset. That's very easy call. Slid that pivot foot. But that's unfortunate because that deep and that low, he is very dangerous under that basket. Japan now, can they keep chipping away at this score? And nice reverse, but they line up a three at the top. Looks short, it is. Down 12 now, Japan. Time not on their side, but they've still got enough. 5 minutes, under 5 minutes 30. Iran now here. Yokochi, he's been the hot hand, crosses over, goes down the middle, finishes left. Easy, love it for him. Timeout. Japan, they want to stop the bleeding. Let's listen in. Iran have just managed to keep that scoreboard ticking over. Japan make a little run, but it's just not enough. They're down 12. Once the scoreboard comes back up, I'll double check. Maths is not my first sport. Japan now. Down 14. Can they make it 12? No, make it. No, miss. And a good rebound. Here comes Iran on the push. Good defense from Japan to get back in transition. Crossover. They've got the big fella underneath, and good defense, good hands from Japan. And here they come. You know they're out like a rocket. And a beautiful dunk. Baba is out here putting on a show. Back back-to-back dunks for him, and they're just outrunning, should I say, Iran out of the gates. As soon as they get a rebound, boom, on your head. Haddadi gets one right back at you, but Bubba lines one up. That was a big dunk by the big fella, 37, and still getting up and showing how it's done. Good crossover and a foul and an one. Very, very easy. He's putting his hands up, but when you're a big slap down in the motion of your hands, it's so easy for the referees to call it. Look at this. As he comes down, he karate chops, even though, look, he doesn't touch him, I don't think. But when that big motion, the referees call it every single time. Oh, comes off of the line too quickly, so the referee was all over that. Goes back to Iran's ball, and coach says, hey, press up, full court press, please. 12-point game, 4 minutes, still a lot of time, especially how quick Japan can score. They're scoring in a matter of seconds. They're down the court, 2-3 seconds, and a layup. Down into Hadid, and a foul. Haddadi. This is very smart of him. Lovely reverse layup and beautiful use of his footwork and body. Hope when I'm 37 years of age, I still got this type of footwork. And that was the dunk for him. And there he makes the first free throw. And makes the second, makes it a 14-point game. Iran are just doing enough to stay on top, but here comes Japan. Baba now. He ups for the screen, gets it. Got the mismatch, but goes inside. Good fake and beautiful finish, and then, well done, Japan. Not going away, like I said. 12-point game. But they've just got to get some stops. Got to get some easy turnovers. They can score very, very quickly. But Iran here now. And Japan are asking for that it came off the Iranian's knee. But don't know about that one. But Iran wants to take a timeout, so we'll get to listen in.
بچه 11 رو میزنیم 11 رو میزنیم به سمت حامد به سمت حامد یار میاد بیرون نه کلا دارم میگم الان میگم کلا دارم میگم به سمت حامد میزنیم سعی بکنیم بلافاصله پاس بدیم به حامد شورت رو میزنیم شورت بهنام توپو میندازه کسی که اینجا ترنات میکنه بره اونور بهنام میده به حامد خب میره حامد هندافک میره به سمت داخل یا اگر خوب بود چیکار میکنه میتونه بده شما دوتا بعد کارو تموم بکنید درست شد یلا آقا آره بعد بره تو کورنر یلا بچه‌ها
Japan shooting 10 from 38 from the three-point line, and Iran shooting a better clip, 10 for 23, as coach says yella, which means come on, let's go, and keep pushing, as he knows his team is looking good, but there's still 3 minutes 9 seconds and they have the possession. 74-62. The Japanese are fighting, and this is exactly what you want to see from the Japanese, as they are trying to find their groove and their rhythm. as they have already stamped their ticket. And we have some blood that needs to be, Hedadi needs to be cleaned up. There will either be a sub or a quick kit change. Nope, there's going to be a sub. Hassan Zadi. Steal from Japan, and they're on the races, and a travel by Higama, and that was a quick sub. Wrapped up, it looks like his finger or wrist. It's got a bit of cut on there. And that's unfortunate for Japan there. They get the steal that they need and then they just travel, but they put on the full court press just to slow down Iranian, make it a little bit hard. Maybe a double, they don't. The Iran has the clock on their side. And they get the rebound as the big fella misses down low. Baba now, he's been the hot hand, mishandles and slips, and lucky it's not to have a foul. Rare turnover from him. But unfortunate for Japan there, 2 back-to-back. They get the steal, but they aren't able to manage to get the score on the other end. Here they are, get the 3rd defensive stop. And they decide to slow it down and get a better look at the rim, but time is not their friend, so they need to go kind of quick if they're wide open. Yoshi gets the fadeaway jumper, wants the foul, but doesn't. Kochi now will take his time. Double and a foul, yep. Makes the first. And the second rims out. He's sitting on 28 points. Binan. Hachi, and he's getting the rebounds also. He had a double-double a long time ago. No, excuse me, as 3. Around now, gets nearly a turn, yep, travel. And he's saying either jump ball or travel, but let's have a look. We get to see it in slow motion. Yeah, I would say that's a jump ball, actually. And the possession arrow goes to Japan anyway. Japan now, let's see what the last couple of possessions they can get. They want to finish strong. Nice fake and up and 3-point shot. Lovely rotation by the bad man. Baba himself, he's had a fantastic game, but sadly, oh, not enough as he kicks the ball into the stands. Hopefully that person's okay. Baba is sitting on 24 points, shot 9 from 12 from the field. And a foul, and they are over the limit there. As you see under the Japanese score where it says 65, there's 5 red lights. Once 5 fouls have been committed, that you send the other team to the free throw line. So for this last minute, under a minute, every time Japan fouls, Iran will go to the free throw line. But Japan have called a timeout, so we'll listen into that.
よっさんにやっぱ肌についてるからスローインさ吉井にしてでさっきのアップのやつやってほしくて勇気やっぱ右側使わしたいからこっち側によっさんアップスクリーンかけてあげてでこれで勇気一回いけて見てあげてでその後こっち側で今馬場入ってるから、もう一回お前こっち側で一回マークをこいつ使ってる間にまあいいや馬場ここで馬場上にいろここにでこれ勇気一発狙う Y で一回しろそれでその後一回それでダイブしろでもしなんなかったらもうどっかでまた5アウトやればいいけどクイックショットで2回オフェンスできるからもう全部入ったらおうねここにいればいいよ OK
So that's a good timeout by Japanese. Even though you're down, you still want to finish the game tough and strong and be able to execute plays. So he's definitely drawn up something offensive and defensively and vice versa, and just trying to still chip away. These are learning moments, even though they have made their way and stamped their ticket in to the World Cup. They still want to work on things while they can. Hits the first. On 29 points, he's had a sensational day at the office. And hits the second, puts him at 30 points. Let's see what Japan get here that they drew up. Pick the ball up. Togashai gets stuck, but Baba has been the man of the hour. Gets the finish and won. He has been the real shining star for Japan. Pretty much every time he touches the ball, he scores. And a beautiful running hook finish, flying in the air. Baba makes old-fashioned three-point shot. Love that for him. Well done. That guy has 26 points. Timeout, so we'll get to listen in.
میریم اونور زمین. خب میریم اونور زمین. درسته که 14 ثانیه میخوایم چیز بکنیم ولی میخوایم چیزشون رو ترپشون رو بشکنیم. گوش کن. بهنام توپو میندازه رو حلقه. خب اینجا حامده، اینجا نوید، ارسلان و اینجا سینا. خب میای حامد مثل این که میخواد پیک بده، پیک میگیره. حامدو یا پاس به حامد میدیم یا نوید باز میشه پاس به نوید. اگر نوید اگر اوورپلی بود برو بالا ارسلان بیاد توپو بگیره. خب ارسلان توپو گرفت بعد بیای چی؟ بعد بیای برای هنداف اتک بکنی به حلقه. یالا برو.
Well, Iran has definitely won the rebounding game. 44 big rebounds has really kept the Japanese at bay, but it's only a 9-point game. I know it's 45 seconds, but I have seen crazy and wild things happen, especially how quick the Japanese can score. So if they can get a stop here and a quick score, they can be back. They get the trap and the foul. The referee says you came into the cylinder of Razifar. Yeah, look at that, hacks down, and easy for the referee to call. He makes his way to the line. Hits the first. and hits the second. Back to a 9-point game. 11-point game, excuse me, with those free throws, excuse me. Baba puts the ball back out, asks for it back. Yoshi now drives, nice spin move. Good ball movement by Japan, gets the 3 up and doesn't get the soft roll. And the shot clock will be off here for the last 14-13 seconds. And Iran, I think, decide to say that's enough. They put the ball down and they start high-fiving and shaking hands. Fantastic win at home in front of their home crowd. All round high five, shakes and hugs. Great sportsmanship and love and respect is always gained, as it is a tough sport, and respect is one of a great value to have, as the Iranians clap and say thank you also and pay their respects to the crowd as the ladies wave and say, well done boys, they have done a fantastic job as they get the job done here in their hometown. 79 Iran, Japan 68. A really good game. I felt like the Japanese never gave up, and that's exactly what you want to see from them, especially as they keep going forward and their journey onwards to the World Cup. They want to have learning lessons even when you do lose. Who shows up, what team, you know, things that you do well, what didn't we do well. You've got it on film, you can go back home, you can break it down and work on it. It's still a long road until the World Cup in 2023 in August and September. So they've got time, but it's all about the Iranians. The guys have done very, very well. A great team effort, as we see the stats there. 44% from 2, 43%, pretty much shooting the same clip at the 2 free throw line there. And then the rebounding game, 51 rebounds to 32. I think that is probably the answer, even though they turned over the ball 17 times. And you know, you go back and you look at film and you go, what can we do better? Even though we won, what can we do better? Yokochi for me was a sensational, fantastic for him, but the Japanese Baba, he also came out to play individually. Well done boys, that was a great game to watch and to be a part of and to commentate. And the Japanese stand as they clap their team on as we get to watch the best plays of the second half. Japan really did very, very well in transition, in my opinion. They managed to either get a stop, or even if Iran scored, they got the ball in and out very, very quickly and scoring within seconds. So that is something they can definitely work on. Don't know where my highlights are gone. Hopefully they come back. But if not, the Iranians have done a very good job. I felt like they stuck to their game plan, which was establish their big fella, Hashadi, down low. And he just takes his time. He keeps the ball very high and shares the ball. And he had a fair few assists as well as points. So my highlights have gone, so I guess I just have to be the highlight of the evening. I'm Azania Stewart. Thank you so much for joining me. There is plenty of action the rest of this week and into the weekend with games across the board. Make sure you download your Courtside app, and that way you can see the stats, what games are coming up, and then obviously you can keep up with the sensational games that are coming across the Afro, the Americans, the Asians, and the European side of things. So some really great basketball, like I said, some NBA players. We had one ourselves in Hadar Adid, 37 years old. He had a great game for the Iranians. And then the Japanese, they gave a good fight. I felt they can definitely learn from this experience. They were third in their group from Group 1 with the Australians and the Chinese were above them. So they definitely have some work to do, but this is why you come out and you play, because the thing is about these windows is you don't have a lot of time together as a team. You probably have 10 days at the max, maybe if you're lucky. This is a summer window, so you'll probably have a little bit more to get together, get that team cohesiveness, really work together in a short amount of time. So it's really important. As we see there, the game day, Kazakhstan versus China, 56. China won that 68. And then Australia 104, Bahrain to 50. And then our game this evening, Iran 79 to the Japanese 68 in Group F. That's game day 7 scores all done for you. Sorry about my highlights, but I am the highlight of this evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope that we'll get to see you soon. Like I said, make sure you go and get the app for upcoming games. No, here's my highlights. Thank you, boys, upstairs. They've managed to give us a treat, and they work just as hard as the people on the floor and off the floor to get to see the highlights. It just took a bit longer than usual. But I think this was a really good second half, exciting game of 2 halves of basketball. The Japanese, sadly, they cooled down. They started very, very hot. I think they were plus 50% from the 3-point line in the first half. They were absolutely on fire, and then just cooled off, and they only made 10 threes as in the whole game. But Baba there hanging on the rim, he will definitely be a highlight for the Japanese. And then number 8, Yokochi, was sensational today. I thought he had a fantastic game, something that he can definitely work on and work towards. And it's a good way to get a win, especially at home, in front of your family, your friends, and your home crowd. That's the momentum that you want. They were second in their group, Kazakhstan, and they have settled right into this group. They'll play yet again in this window one more time. So thank you so much for joining. The kids will get their shots up, and we'll hope to see you soon. Thank you, and good night.
سوال پرسیداد
Baba.